Namaste. Chuna Rai, who has several years of experience in yoga, is presenting basic yoga poses for those who have back problems, which can cause different types of issues. She's been practicing yoga for almost 2 decades now from India and Nepal. She is also a survivor of lower back injuries resulting from different accidents. This unfortunately has prevented her from doing many yoga poses, but she continued her practice and has tried it many different ways. She has now discovered the right yoga to help one's back. After she turned 50, she realized that she needed to help others too. She teaches in fitness centers, offices, studios, and churches. She believes in mind, body, and spirit movement very strongly. Yoga is the unity of mind, body, and spirit. With yogic view, life should be free of any pain and sorrows. All poses tend to move as one breathes. This DVD is to help you ease your back pain. Remember, you're strengthening your back, and be careful not to hurt your back while you try these poses. Now let's move towards the nature and try some asanas. Namaste. Tadasana, mountain pose. Let us stand with relaxed shoulders, a wide open diaphragm with your chin tucked and pelvic bone tilted. Have your toe in and heel out, and ground all points of your feet, breathing in and out through nose. Centering your mind, focusing on your own body, slowly rise both hands, inhaling over your head and drop your shoulders. You can look up to the ceiling or straight forward. Exhale, dropping your hands. Repeat this few times. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. After repeating few times, gently arc upper back, lifting both hands and open your heart center. Exhale, forward fold Uttanasana. Hinging your back. Right here, if your back is not allowing to bend forward, stop and bend your knees slightly. Drop upper body. Drop navel area toward your thigh and breathe. If you can touch the floor, it's okay. Otherwise, drop your hands on the shin or use the block. Inhale, come half up, lengthening your torso. Exhale, drop back to Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up, rounding your back to Urdhva Tadasana. Repeat this a few times. Exhale, coming to Uttanasana with both hands on your sides. Breathe a few times and inhale, come up a little bit and flatten your trunk. Exhale and drop. Inhale, bring your left leg back to a lunge. Since your back is weak, drop your back knee on the floor. Flatten your feet. Make the front knee perpendicular to the ankle. Drop your hip, squaring your pelvic bone to the front. Lift your chest up. Exhale, bringing your left leg back to the plank. Here you are working your hamstrings and stretching your psoas muscles. Tandasana, plank. Chaturanga Tandasana. When you are in this pose, you need to remember yoga is not to push beyond your limits or your strength. Drop to your knees, but keep your upper body lengthening. Press the forearms and hands firmly down. Do not let your chest sink. Pressing back through the heels. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. This pose helps you to strengthen the arms and spine. Exhale, slowly come down to Bhaktasan, devotional or child pose. You can drop your whole body and relax in this pose anytime. You can move or walk your hand forward, over your head, or drop them on the side of your body. If your knees are very tight, gently open them wider and keep your big toes touching together. Drop your forehead on the floor or lay on your cheek, whichever makes you feel easy and comfortable. This will help you to relieve back pain as well as stretch the hips, thighs, and ankles. Marjarasan, cat-cow. Inhale, bend your knees, and come to all four, forming a table with your body. Keeping your knees right under your hips and your hands with fingers flat, all knuckles spread wide like a starfish, engaging on the floor. Rotate your elbows inward, lengthening your backbone, engaging your abdominal area. Inhale. You can arc your back a little bit, or if your back does not feel good, you can just lengthen your spine. Focusing, align your crown to your tailbone. Exhale, rounding your back, and squeeze everything out. This Marjarasan is also called cat and cow. Repeat this a few times with your breath. This benefits to increase your spinal flexibility and abdominal strength. While you are repeating, you can go a little further in the pose by lifting and lengthening opposite hand and leg, elongating your body balances. You can switch both sides and repeat few times. Bhaktasan, devotional pose. After a few long breaths and repeating both legs, you can come down to the Bhaktasan, the devotional pose, dropping all your body. You can come down and rest anytime in this pose during your practice. Breathe. Inhale. Curl your toes. Exhale, lift your body up to Adho Mukha Svanasana, down face dog. This pose gives you an incredible stretch from your feet all the way up to your hips and down through your wrists and hands. Lengthening the legs from the ankles to the calves to the hamstrings. If you have difficulty lengthening, just bend your knees slightly and lift your heels. Keep the front of the thighs active. Lower and stretch your back, keeping your abdominal muscles engaged. Expand your chest. Keep your palms activated. This pose increases your circulation, especially to the brain, is rejuvenating, and strengthens your whole body. It also teaches you a lot about awareness. If you have difficulty lengthening, just bend your knees slightly and lift your heels. This pose offers valuable knowledge which enhances the rest of your practice. Engage your stomach muscle. Lift your tailbone high. Drop your chest a little. Have all your fingers open, all your knuckles pressing the floor with equal pressure. Relax your head, but do not let it hang loosely. If you cannot drop your heels, Walk a little bit closer to your hands. Bend both knees a little and walking up and down, flexing your legs. This is one of the poses in the traditional sun salutation sequence. You are working with your lower back and hamstrings as well as your torso all the way to the palms. This pose helps you to calm your brain, relieve stress, strengthen arms and legs. This helps for mild depression, menopause symptoms, headache, blood pressure, insomnia, and fatigue. This pose might not be easy for first-timers or for those who are new to yoga with back pain. You can bend your knee a little and gently cycle with your breath a few times. Inhale, bring the right leg between your hands or slowly move closer to your hand and come to lunge. Exhale, bring the other leg together and slowly come to forward fold Uttanasana. Breathe and drop all your body, shifting a little of your weight towards the front of your leg. You can use a block for support. Inhale, slowly come up, rolling one vertebrae at a time. Urdhva Tadasana. Exhale, come to Namaskar. Repeat the left leg same way. Virabhadrasana, Warrior 1. Inhale, come to Urdhva Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Then inhale, move your left leg back to the lunge. Exhale, ground the left leg. Then lift your chest up, inhaling. Lengthening your back, squaring your body towards the front. This time, you can drop your back knee on the floor, keeping your back feet flat. Breathe a few times in this pose. You can use a block to lift your chest up in your comfortable level. Inhale. Lift up your knee, then open to the side. Virabhadrasana, Warrior 2. In this pose, you are working with your psoas muscle, gluteus maximus, and hamstrings. If you can stay in this pose about 30 seconds, lifting and opening your chest, this is great. Try to keep your torso straight, not leaning. Keep your gluteus tucked in, looking at your front fingertips. Remember to keep breathing. Repeat a few times in these poses. If you want a more challenge in this pose, inhale, lean towards your front finger, palm facing up. Exhale, come to Urdhva Virabhadrasana. You can look up to your finger and go deeper, or just stay up there, whatever your body allows you to do. Remember, you are not arcing too much in your lower back. Inhale, come to Virabhadrasana, Warrior 2. Exhale one time. Inhale, come to Virabhadrasana 1, squaring your hip in your front side. Opening your heart center. You can go a little bit deeper in this pose. There is always option to drop your knee on the floor. Again, you can drop your back leg if your back is bothering you. Otherwise, stay up in Virabhadrasana 1. Slowly inhale, open to Virabhadrasana 2. Prasarita Padottasana. Wide leg forward fold. When you repeat few times in Virabhadrasana, you can stand in the middle of the mat. Widen leg angle pose. Open both legs wide in your comfort zone. Soften your knee. Heel out. Toe in position. Inhale. Lengthen your torso up. Exhale. Slowly forward fold, lengthening the torso. Half forward fold. Keeping your hands on the waist. You can stay here or slowly bring your both hands right under your face. You can always use the blocks with palm flat. Lift your tailbone, flatten your back. Remember to soften both knees. Inhale, lengthen the torso up, opening your sternum. Exhale, drop your upper body little deeper. You can stay here breathing, or if you like to go a little further, keeping your left palm on the floor and lift your right arm towards the ceiling, gently rotating upper body. You can look up towards your thumb or look straight ahead, depending on your neck. Again, do not put too much pressure to your body. Exhale. Drop your right hand and repeat the same way for the left hand. After a few repetitions, gently bend your knee and round the back and come all the way up to Urdhva Tadasana. Konasana. Standing in Tadasana, roll your shoulder in and out a few times. Inhale. Bring both hands up. Exhale to the Namaste. Gently bend your knees and come down to squatting position. With the help of both hands on the side, drop your hip onto the floor. Open both knees side to side. This is called Bara Konasana. Your knees must be tight in the beginning. Give really close attention to your tendon and ligaments. Sometimes if you are forcing to bend your knee, you can break your menisci, which helps to join your knee. Just swing a few times like the butterfly. This is the reason this pose is also called butterfly in Western society. Keep both hip bones on the floor, lengthening your torso. Open your diaphragm and tuck your chin. You can bring both hands on the floor to support your back. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale. Drop your upper body towards the floor. Keep the soles of your feet together as you are folding forward. After a few repetitions, inhale. Lengthen your upper body. Exhale. Round. When you exhale, let all the air out. Repeat this about 4 or 5 times. Remember not to hold your breath anytime. Pelvic tilt. Lie flat on the floor, both knees together, lengthening your back and release. Try to keep your ankle right underneath the knee. Flatten your lower back sacrum area. Relax your neck and shoulder. You can bring both your hands on the side of the pelvic bones to feel the movement. Inhale. Drop your lower back flat on the floor. And exhale. Tilt the pelvic bone up. Repeat this several times. You can feel the movement, but do it with breathing. After the pelvic tilt, we can go a little deeper with the muscle, which is called transversus abdominis. When you work with transversus abdominis muscle, also known as the TA muscle, you can close your eyes to focus on it. Keep one hand flat over the abdomen to feel the strength of contractions. Bring fingertips over the lower abdomen, close to pelvic bone, and inhale. Hold the muscle gently and count for 8 seconds and release slowly, just to focus on the contracting transversus abdominis. If you contract your rectus abdominis, which is first layer of the muscle, your hand can feel it. Try to focus on it with closed eyes. The TA muscle is right under the internal oblique, which is layered as a belt around the lower back. This is directly attached to your lower back. If you strengthen this muscle, it supports to stable your lower back. Repeat this about 5 to 6 times. Setubandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose. Lie flat with bended knees, ankles right under the knees. Inhale, lifting your hip up, pressing both your palms flat on the floor. Relax your neck. You can feel your rectus femoris, which is your thigh muscle, and you can feel your pectoralis major muscle opening, which is a flat muscle on your chest, as well as the psoas lengthening. Exhale. Drop your whole body slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale. Repeat again. You can interlace your fingers behind your back, pressing shoulder blade closer to the floor. Do not drop your hip while lifting it up. If your back bothers you, keep a block on the back and rest your top of the sacrum on the block. You can carefully move and inhale, stretching your hands over the head. Repeat this a few times. Gently drop your hips on the floor, removing the block out. Hug your both knees. Bring closer to the chest. Then you can roll side to side. We move to Pavanamuktasana, wind reliever. Hold one knee with both hands and let the other leg lay straight on the floor, or bend the knee, keeping your feet closer to your hip. Inhale and release. Exhale, bring your knee closer and lift your chin towards the knee. Repeat this for both sides. Do not push your neck too much. Keep your neck engaged. Do not round and force. Drop both of your feet onto the floor. Supta Badan Gustasana. Recline toes. Slowly raise your right leg up, lengthening it. You can try to bring it closer to your head. You can support it from your hand to your comfortable level. You can hold on the thigh, or calf, or toes. There is always the option to use the strap. Put the strap around the feet and hold. Gently bring it closer to your head and slowly lift your head towards your shin, exhaling. After repeating a few times, hold your right leg strap from the right hand and inhale. Open towards the right side. You can place your left hand over the left pelvic bone, gently pressing down. Otherwise, when you open right side, your left hip lifts up. You can also drop your left knee on the floor, flexing your toes. Inhale, slowly bringing your right leg in the center of your body. Switch hands to hold the strap. Then gently drop your right leg towards the left, keeping right hand flat on the floor. Try to keep both your shoulder blades flat on the floor. When you are dropping your right leg towards your left side, it is sometimes difficult. If this is painful, you can bend your knee. Repeat the left side the same way. Then cross over your right leg to the left knee and drop your left side. If you feel comfortable, open both arms as a T shape, dropping your shoulder blade while looking towards the opposite